Gunfire in Guinea-Bissau capital as military announces total takeover, shut borders. Yes, so in Guinea-Bissau, they even said they arrested their president, Joe himself. Nigerian soldiers, I really hope that they are learning and they are watching. I really hope that they can have liver to do all of these kind of things. They took over. Military took over in Guinea-Bissau and they arrested the president of the country. It was just 15 me yesterday when I saw it. Military officers in Guinea-Bissau announced the takeover on Wednesday, throwing the country into fresh political uncertainty as they declared total control a day after both leading presidential candidates claimed victory in a tightly contested vote. In a statement, the officers said they had ordered the immediate suspension of the electoral process, the closure of all land, air and sea borders, and an overnight curfew until further notice. According to Al Jazeera, the announcement came shortly after sustained gunfire was reported near the Election Commission headquarters, the Presidential Palace, and the Interior Ministry in Bisau. Results from Sunday's presidential election had been expected on Thursday. The poll featured incumbent President Umaru Sissoco Embalo and challenger Fernando Diaz, each insisting they had won. No be small thing. Reporting from neighboring Senegal, Al Jazeera correspondent Nicolas Embalo's whereabouts remained uncertain following the military's declaration. The presidential palace is heavily guarded as we speak, surrounded by the presidential guard, and we have the military deployed. Haig said, "What we know for sure is that the military is definitely in charge of the country today." Okay, now that's good. Meanwhile, the BBC reported that Embalo had been arrested by armed men in the capital Bisau, deepening fears of instability following last week's contested presidential election. Yes, he was also arrested. His arrest came 3 days after the vote in which the main opposition candidate was disqualified. Witnesses reported hearing gunfire at about 1 p.m. local time, although it remains unclear who was involved in the shooting or how the confrontation began. Embalo confirmed to the Africa Report's sister publication, Jeune Afrique, that he was arrested on Wednesday, November 26, at around 1 p.m. while he was in office at the Presidential Palace. Also taken into custody were the Armed Forces Chief of Staff, General Baig Nahuntan, the Deputy Chief of Staff, General Mamadou Toure, and the Interior Minister, Boche Kande. The outgoing president stated that no force was used against him during what he described as a coup d'etat, which he said was orchestrated by the Army Chief of Staff. It's really a good thing. Africans are waking up because all African countries, we have bad leaders. Kenya, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Guinea. Our leaders are bad. Really bad. The Job says, "O ye Africans, awake, the hour of thy liberation hath come, saith the Lord of hosts." Good Lord Wongo says, "The light in Guinea-Bissau, which country is the next to receive anointing?" As in, I just really hope that Nigeria, it gets to our turn very soon, because it's like our own is even worse. Govt says, "You sure say them and Nigeria not been they make plans together before Nigeria on cast?" I guess so, yes. You know that the ones that were planning a coup d'etat, they got arrested in Nigeria. It's possible. As Franklin says, how many people get mind make we go take over Villa? It is the soldiers that will do it. And if they want to do it, they can do it. They are not just ready. If they are ready, they will do it. Kasimu says, "We want to hear this in Abuja near Villa." At Moses says, "Guinea-Bissau, I said the Lord has done it. Finally. Aida says, "Nigeria is loading." I hope it really loads. It loads to 100%. Eze Chineko says, "Guinea-Bissau that Nigeria was back in then. Well done to the soldiers." Elder James says, "How do they plan their own? That is always successful. Nigeria Army should go and learn from them, please." And it's because they have betrayers in the army. You have a lot of people that are just there for their own personal benefits. Is it that money that they are making? You know, as the soldiers have been infiltrated. Like, there are so many people inside that army that they are definitely terrorists as well. and the repented ones that they were recruited. So they'll always go back and give information. So they'll always get caught. They'll always get caught. You should know that once Nigerian army do their own, you don't stop with that. So let's keep watching. You see all these politicians, they want critical now. Yes, if Nigerian soldiers are really ready, they'll do it. They'll carry it out. They'll leave all those. The Angelo says Nigerian own is always different. They plot and they catch them. Seriously, low-key soldiers should help us. But now, they can do it. They can do it. But I don't know. Sahib Barua says, make I not talk what's in my mind. May they not come arrest me. No talk more. Patrick Quarter says Nigerian military now for them. Now for them. And it's not as if they are treating you people better. It's not as if they are treating you nice. They send you to soldiers to go and waste your life. They will not give you weapon. No food. 1,000 naira. For food daily. There was a guy that was saying his story the other day on Today Not. 1,000 naira per day in places where you'd even have it difficult to buy things. Like they are always hungry, suffering, and looking lean. People were commenting that they had a brother that was a soldier. Thank God he came back. If not, if I don't buy for there, he came back looking so lean. And they are not treating you. Why can't you people do something? And that could detach. Just spontaneously, just do it. It is well. Eze Solomon says, is that actor Charles Awurum in the left side? Wow, he has joined them. Which Charles Awurum has joined them? Onyebuchi says, little by little, now time it will take. Exactly. It's just going to take time. It's going to happen. It's TW says, I thought Guinea did go already. Which Guinea are they talking about again? Someone should explain to me. I don't know about that though. I think there is Guinea and then there is Guinea Bisau. So there is Equatorial Guinea as well, I think. So I guess there are different countries. Kale says, let's be honest, 90%. Lauren says Nigerian military is very loyal, can't take over. Mind them, it's just their belly. They are just after what they will eat. And it's those ones on top. But I thought it says brave men, not like Nigeria boy military. Romeo Evans says it will soon reach everywhere. It's just a matter of time. Definitely. Immigrant Matter says Nigerian military. When? When? I'm sure they are reading the news. Their morale will be high very soon. As Martin says, good. Thank God for making it possible. Godwin says, I hear them arrest the president. Yes, they arrested the president as well. They arrested him. Prince Invisible says Nigerian prayers answered in another country. Abiu. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.